All right, so this is a very common question with beginners, people starting off. You want to get into web design, you want to sell your services, you're building your own company website, but what do you put on there? You don't have past portfolio pieces, you don't have case studies, you don't have testimonials. How are you going to effectively sell to potential clients? In this video, I'm going to break down a style of communication that works on addressing different things, showing you what a business owner really cares about, and kind of getting around the fact that you're new to web design. This is a very powerful way of selling. It's very simple to understand, highly effective, and in this video, I'm going to break it down. So make sure to watch the whole thing. If you have any questions, suggestions, feedback, leave a comment below. If there's another part of sales that you're also struggling in, again, leave a comment. I'll write back and maybe even address it in another video. So the first thing about getting sales, about getting motivation from a potential client to buy when we don't have any past experience, is we really need to change up our style of communication. There's no point focusing on us when we don't have experience, when we don't have something that we've already done that helps us sell. The best thing to do is focus entirely or as much as possible on the client, looking at what's going on with their business, trying to clearly define the problem, find something that's motivating them or that could motivate them to go ahead and take action, to go ahead and invest in our services. Okay, so a hugely common mistake is that people focus too much on themselves. You'll see this on business websites where all the content is, hey, I'm Rob, I love to code, I've been coding for this long, I'm really into HTML, CSS, JavaScript, here's a picture of me and my dog, this is what I used to do in the past before I got into web design, and this is what I want to do in the future. And clients read this stuff, they don't care. They're thinking about their own problems, they're thinking about their own business. They have these really big needs to solve this issue, and here you are talking about yourself. That's not something to care about. It's not something that's going to motivate them to buy. Exactly the same on the phone. You got to keep the spotlight on them. This applies even that much more when you don't have experience. There's no point keeping the attention on yourself. There's just nothing there, no offense to you, at the moment that's going to interest that potential client. What they're going to be motivated by, what they're going to be interested in is solving the big issues with their business. So all our communication has to be focused on the client. As much as is possible, we need to keep the spotlight on them. What we want to do straight away is start uncovering potential problems. This is what's going to resonate the most with a client. It's what's going to get their initial attention, and then we can move further into the potential sale. So what we need to do is find out some problems that they most likely have. If this is content on your website, you're going to have to be a little bit generic because you don't have the opportunity right there and now to start asking specific questions. If you are on the phone though, you can start asking questions, and I'll cover that in a future video, how to really ask some good questions that very quickly uncover potential problems. But for our style of communication, for this stuff that we're going to write that a lot of different people are going to see, we want to focus on some common themes that businesses more than likely are having issues with. Here's 5 examples here. Lack of sales, lack of the clients that they want, lack of visibility online, no new clients or leads, so maybe they're doing very bad, or issues with incorrect targeting. Maybe they are getting some clients and some leads, but it's just not the people that they want. These 5 things, I mean, most businesses are going to hit at least 3 of these different things. Maybe they're hitting all 5. So these are things we should be focusing our communication on. Instead of talking about ourselves, we should be asking them straight away, do you have a lack of sales in your business? Is your business doing okay, but you just don't have the clients that you want? Do you want a website that's really going to hone in on the exact people that you want to communicate to, is going to effectively pre-sell your service or product, and that by the time you get them on the phone, these people are nearly ready to go, and it's just a simple matter of closing the sale and moving ahead into whatever service you offer. Okay, so that's just one little example, but I'm sure you can see how much more effective that is. If you had to compare 2 websites by the exact same person starting off, they don't have any experience. One website is just talking about themselves. It's talking about what they like to do, why they got into websites, how much they enjoy coding. The other website, straight away, that first section of the website, it's addressing, hey, as a business owner, do you have a problem with sales? Do you have a problem with targeting the right sort of clients? Are you looking to get bigger, better clients that are more happy to move ahead with your services in a shorter amount of time and pay you more money or whatever? Again, these are just examples, but that style of communication, that form of communication where we're focusing right away on what they care about most, all the text in the initial part of your website is not talking about yourself. It's talking about client problems. Before we even get into a solution, before we even discuss how we would solve something like that, we're just going to address the common thing that they care about most. Define the problem. The problem is lack of sales, more than likely. It's lack of the clients that they want, that they're not as visible online as they want to be, that they're not getting the exact sort of projects or the exact sort of clients or the exact revenue targets that they're wishing for. So in those first few paragraphs, address that right away. This is what's going to resonate with clients. It's going to be what keeps their interest, keeps them on the website, and keeps them reading more. So once we have them reading more, we're now going to switch up again and start getting a little bit more in depth. Show them they understand the impact of their problems. It's not just the problem that they're not getting the potential clients that they want. It's that they're not getting the financial revenue that they want. Maybe personally, they're very stressed out with their business. This has been a goal for them for years with this business, and they're just not getting to the place that they want to be. It's causing a lot of emotional stress. It's causing issues where they have to work extra time. They're missing out with moments with their family, with their friends. They don't have the freedom that they initially thought. So these sort of things, really getting a little bit more in depth. So first section of your website, focus on this. Focus on the problem, what is probably going on with their business. Take an educated guess, and these are 5 very good areas to start off with. Take an educated guess what is most likely the issue they have with their business. Again, I would keep it focused on sales, on clients, on getting more revenue, because that's most likely what a business cares most about. Then we're going to show the impact. What does that actually mean to them? If they have a problem with not getting the sales that they want, if they have a problem with not getting the revenue or the potential clients that they want, what does that mean to them on a very personal level? Are they not hitting their goals? Are they just not achieving that dream they always wanted? Are they failing the people who rely on them, their family, their staff, different suppliers, other businesses they're connected to, their community, whatever it is? And then emotionally, how do they feel about this? What does that really mean every day when they go home? What is the emotion, that core emotion resulting from having these sort of issues? All right, so once we've covered that the best we can, once we've taken our best guess at what the impact from all these potential problems are, we're going to move on to our final section, which is showing why we're different. If we've done the top 2 sections correctly, if we've really taken a good guess as to what their potential problems are, and we've shown not just the surface level of that problem, but what the core issue is, what the impact is, we're already starting to show potential clients why we're different. I'm sure at this point they've already seen other website businesses. They've seen that their focus has been on coding, on SEO, on all these kind of features of website design. But here is a business that is focusing on what they really care about, on sales and results. But it's not enough to show it in the top 2 sections. We really want to have one section that we show very clearly that we are different. So quite clearly state, look, my focus as a website business, as a website designer, is not going to be on design and features. It's going to be on sales and results. I'm going to take the time to understand your unique scenario. I'm not going to try just push some generic solution on you. We're going to get on the phone. We're going to take the time it takes to really understand what's going on with your business, understand what that means to you, have a really good perspective as to what a potential website could help you with, and then we're going to design that solution together. We're going to build backwards from the result that you want to see. This is how you should be presenting yourself to your client. This is how you should be communicating. This is what they really, really care about. This is what's going to help you sell very, very effectively, even when you don't have that experience, when you don't have that past portfolio. All right, so that's a lot of content. Let's give a very quick 2-minute recap, and then you can start putting this into action straight away. So in the beginning, when you start web design and you don't have a portfolio, you don't have experience, how are you going to sell to people? The trick is, the secret is, don't focus on yourself. Keep the focus on them. Business owners are going to highly resonate with people who understand that they currently have problems. Most business owners are going to have similar problems, things like lack of sales, lack of the exact sort of clients that they want. By having this content right up the front, the second they come across our website, we have their attention. This is what they care about the most. This is what's going to keep them reading. If on your website at the moment you have content about yourself, what you like to do, why you got into coding, you're going to lose the attention of a lot of potential business owners. They're going to read that stuff, see that this person just doesn't really fully understand, what is going on with my current scenario, and they're going to leave, they're going to go elsewhere. So you got to switch that up, focus on the problems that they have, try and get their attention, try and show them that, hey, as a business, I understand what is going wrong with you right now, and I can potentially help you. By just addressing the problem straight away, people believe they're going to feel that, wow, if this guy really understands me, he must also have the solution to fix these problems. All right, next stage, we want to magnify it. We want them to really remember, what this actually means for them. It's not just a lack of sales. It's also, the financial pressure that comes with that. The feeling that every morning you wake up, it just doesn't feel great to not have this solved. There's people who are relying upon you and they need you to get this fixed. So we want to hit upon all these emotional things. We want to have more content that really draws the problem out, makes it even bigger, and shows them, hey, now is the time to take action. Now is the time to get this thing fixed. Once we've covered these two topics, we really want to now focus a little bit upon ourselves, just a bit. But again, even while we're focusing on ourselves, we're keeping it still about them. I know that seems a little bit of a paradox, but we're focusing on the fact that we care about sales and results, not on design and feature. We understand their unique scenario, that as a business, we get it. They want results. They want something in return for investing in a website. They want to get these problems fixed. We are the web design business to do that. We will approach it like no other web design business will. We're going to build backwards from the result that they want. We have the resources and the talent to make it happen. This is a great sales formula. This is a great sales method to use when you don't have that past portfolio, when you don't have that past experience, because you don't need it with this pitch. This, and hopefully all of this is true. Hopefully this is how you're going to be approaching these problems. But this speaks to potential business owners, to potential clients, because it really is what they care about. It's going to be the difference between having someone viewing your website, thinking, okay, this is another website business, leaving, forgetting about you, or having someone who lands on your website, thinks, wow, this person really gets it. They know what the current scenario I'm in is. This is somebody I should get on the phone and see if they can potentially solve my issues. So thanks for watching. This is a very specific topic about building a website, having that style of communication that's going to work for somebody with a lack of experience, with a lack of past portfolio pieces. But in the future, I'm going to be covering a lot more different topics, all about sales, all about growing a website design business. Hit subscribe if you like this. Any sort of feedback, suggestion, comments, shoot a comment below. I will read it and respond. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.